wees. Nou moet ek saam met ou arme David probeer leef. Ja, die man gaan vir my seem maak.
Have you ever been pop collar cool?
You may be cool, but you'll never be pop collar cool.
Exactly.
Air conditioning on the 361.
So 'n bietjie lekker pastaatjies wat jy gemaak het.
Carbo load.
Nou môre gaan ons net trippel ry.
I don't see a Biogen sponsor here. Oh, there they are.
What? We are on the same route twice. That's interesting.
Yeah, it was the same last year.
Ah,
Last year was at Louvain. That's always been like that.
okay. Not always, but yeah.
And well, the ones that I've done are all there. Formwood is the same. This is the only one that's different.
But this, I don't.
Yeah, that's different.
It used to be like that, I guess.
Yeah. That's because the road got damaged in the floods. Hallo, hoe gaan het?
En julle?
Baie lekker, dankie.
Geef my of jou
Van der Wand.
Van der Wand.
Yeah.
David.
That's me.
There you go, David. Thank you.
Hallo.
Now.
Challenge op die lange.
Die lange.
Daar by Lucy by die rooi baadjie.
Dankie. Hallo Lucy.
Hallo.
Gaan dit self. 200.
No, sorry.
Waarvoor is die wristband? Dankie. Cheers.
Nee,
Het jy jouself gevind?
ons het. Dit is uitgevat, maar ons het.
Wat van jou bokse? Waar is die bokse?
Bokse kry ons daar aan die ander kant.
Okay. I'm not gonna bother with the boxes. I'm so used to not having them. I'm not gonna.
Ja, meneer.
Another level of admin. I've got like a very light windproof jacket, and I've got arm warmers, and I've got a vest.
Kom eens, jy so stadig. Kom. Roer jou.
Dankie.
En ons het weer boksies.
Een check was die? Voor 12. Dankie.
It's a little bit different, this one. It's the same shirt. They should redesign the shirt. It would make me buy it. You ready?
Yeah.
Who's looking forward?
Me.
Pop collars. Double pop.
Double pop.
Double pop collar.
Grandpa.
Hey, grandpa.
Nice, gentle start. Slow. Heart rate at 109. Neutral. I have an idea that I'm very close to the back of the field, which is exactly where I like to be. I'm lying actually. It's quite uncomfortable being at the back of the field. From my mate Trevor. There's a soigneur, a note popping up on my garment screen saying, "Shit Dave, is this fast enough?" It's a neutral zone, my fellow. Oh hey! Hello.
And as those two gentlemen went past me with a cheery wave,
Enjoy.
I realized, as they rode off into the distance, that in turning the camera on, I had dropped the microphone and I needed to go back.
Now I really am at the back of the field because I dropped the microphone. I had to go back and fetch it. So let's slowest beginning to the 361 I've ever had. And there's Gilly. Hey Gilly!
Found it.
Yeah,
Nice.
here we are
Time to look for it, but
at the back of the field.
yeah, man. Leading from the back.
Ons gaan podium, Gilly!
Hey, fun.
Okay, let's just settle back in after that little misadventure and find the right pace. 361, baby. Do we like it? Yes, we do.
The 361 is a 360 kilometer mountain bike race on gravel roads, farm tracks and single track on a loop around Oudtshoorn in the Klein Karoo. There are 3 control points and refreshment stations every 30 to 40 kilometers, and the time limit for the event is 36.1 hours. An average member of the field finishes in about 24 to 25 hours. It's a super tough race with about 5,000 meters of vertical ascent. This was my 4th sojourn through the 361, and that's the one for which I was least well prepared, relying on residual fitness from Manga and Manga grit training. So there's the Mamil excuse.
Dusk. In the twilight zone on the 361. 2 hours 48 minutes in, 57.5 kilometers down, just after the first hill after water point 1. After starting really at the back of the field, I'm probably now the bottom 75% as we head into the night. Race Village 1. Hello. Dankie, dankie, dankie. Dankie. Hallo. Het jy dalk daai Biogen kramppille?
Daar's 'n daai bakkie.
Die een. Okay, baie dankie.
Some Biogen.
Dankie. Yeah, yes please. Thank you very much. Delicious, thank you. It's usually soup.
Section between Race Village 1 and Race Village 2 is the fastest and easiest of the entire race. Super fast, super fun, you feel like a king.
Meatballs?
Asseblief, ja. Baie dankie.
Enige tyd. Lekker eet daar skool.
Dankie.
Gou aan.
Spaghetti bolognese. At Race Village 2. "13 minutes to 1. I wonder how Gilly is doing. I've had the time of my life. I swear it's the truth. And I owe it all to me for signing up for this. It's a peculiar kind of fun. It's usually around this point that I decide this is my last one. Come say hello. I'm doing a 361 video.
You're my friend, it's Dave the Munger. How are you feeling, Dave?
Kak. Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
How's your heart rate?
It's low due to fatigue. Not necessarily. Oh no, I've got the cough, I've got the Munger cough. Oh, God.
No, it's been dusty, yeah?
Yeah.
Very dusty.
I'm gonna finish. That was the easy bit, of course, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Easier, sorry.
Yeah, now it really starts.
Yeah.
Now it really starts.
It's true of the 361 that it only starts at kilometer 180. The section between Race Village 2 and Race Village 3 at Kalitzdorp is brutal and includes the Rooiberg Pass. The section leading up to the Rooiberg Pass itself is also far from flat, with at least one, probably two, major climbs before you even get there. So, this is a note to myself from halfway up Rooiberg. It's about, I don't know what, 6 o'clock in the morning. Do not enter next year's 361. Your body is tired. You have done many ultra-endurance events in the last 6 months. Your knee is sore. I want you to remember the feeling of praying that the next water point has some painkiller for you because you were a moron and didn't bring your painkillers. Do not enter next year's 361. You need to rest. Remember. Darkest before the dawn.
I am hungry, but I'm not sure what my digestive system is going to tolerate at this point.
You look like you're staring at it.
Yeah.
It's those sunglasses, man. You're not sleeping. You are awake.
None of this is real. This isn't happening. It's just an extended hallucination. Is dit aardappelslag?
Ja.
Baie nice.
Meneer Jensen?
Nee, ek sal nie 'n society eet nie, maar kan ek wors kry? Ja, asseblief.
Sorry, soek meneer ook 'n broodjie.
Asseblief, ja. Dit sal baie gaaf wees. And that was Race Village 3. 80 k's to go, more akin to 100 equivalent given the hills and the state of my legs. Okay, cheers. Yeah, I got you. So, no matter if my retrospective analysis of this event takes on the rose-tinted hue of the Rooiberg stones and rocks, I am to remember the suffering and not enter this race next year for my 5th in a row. Although that does sound tempting. Goeiemôre. Dis ten minste nou son wat nou skyn. Dat jy 'n bietjie warm kan hou. Ja. Koue is 'n bietjie verby, so that will be the nostalgia. Yeah. So in the sunshine, things look better and feel better. Although it is still cold, I'm still shivering. Definitely was underdressed for this event. Did not bring the right clothing. Got cocky, having got away with manga in such good weather and the grit. Okay, here we go. So lovely. My commentary through this ride has been fairly negative, which is not a reflection of the ride itself. It's a beautiful ride, one of my favorites. It's my physical state and my mental state that's coloring the experience. Recommend this ride to anybody who likes endurance riding and just wants to challenge themselves. And there are lots of formats: relays, two-man relays, team relays. It's a lot of different ways to do it. I think that's something Dryland does very well, is market these events in a way that's attractive to people who don't want to completely destroy themselves, like the idiots who do the full. And this sore knee hasn't helped my gonzo reporting on it. Every pedal stroke sends a little twinge to the point where the tendon inserts. I think that's where it is. Visit to my physio will confirm, and some treatment. Not for the first time in this ride, I'm reduced to a walk. I think 32.48 on this bike is not adequate for mammals. We're going to have to go 52. Not now, because I'm in the middle of nowhere. But if I'm to ride this bike on hilly routes, I need a nicer granny. I also think there is a level of fatigue after all the riding. The Manga Tour Cup in April, the Grit a couple of weeks later. So these are the mammal excuses for walking up the hill and for having a sore knee. But just look at that. Beautiful. Well, that was a prolonged battle with self, a real struggle. dealing with the unruly mammal, taming the unruly mammal body. Just didn't want to do what I wanted and needed it to do today. But that's also part and parcel of this sport, maybe. It is an exercise in self-management. Man who man would be must rule the empire of himself. Or woman who woman would be must rule the empire of herself. It's a fine balance between self-care, giving your body what it needs, looking after it, feeding it, and on the other hand, pushing it through and telling it to tough it out. I always like what my physiotherapist Michelle says about pain, and that the best way to deal with pain in the body, like a niggling knee like I've had for the last 20 hours, is to tell it it's going to be all right, that you hear its complaint and you are looking after it. I've been putting ointments on it and giving it anti-inflammatories. The stomach objected to that. HTFU by itself is not enough. You do need it, but you also need to be nourishing the animal that's doing all of this work, looking after the legs, turning the pedals. And I think people who do this, certainly I've found that stands you in good stead in the rest of life. Gives you confidence that you can deal with situations and that you respond to crises and respond to demands. Danke, Mano! Marshals almost uniformly cheerful despite the fact that they've been standing for hours and hours and hours. And I am nowhere near the last person. The cutoff is at 3 o'clock this morning and it's now 10 to 4. And this is the end of 361 2025. Not a moment too soon. Praise be. Oh, that was hard. I really battled. But you can't do this without battling. I battled more than I might have liked to. This is where we started this morning, yesterday afternoon at 3 o'clock. So that's 24, 48, 49. So 24, 49. Where's my red carpet? Where's my welcoming committee?
David van der Wand, well done David.
Thank you.
Phenomenal riding, 24 hours, 48.
Thanks.
Champion.
Where's my red carpet? Thank you very much. Lovely. Yeah, absolutely I want a picture. Yeah. Thank you, Jelle. Yo, that was hard.